First at 5 tonight, jaw-dropping video as a fight erupts among parents during an elementary school graduation. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Some say parents acting like the children. Now, those punches were thrown Wednesday at Falk Elementary in West Memphis. WRG's Raven Copeland joins us now live with the school's response and the community's reaction to the fight. Raven, what'd you learn?
Yeah, Greg and Stephanie, West Memphis School Superintendent, he has responded to the incident and he says that type of behavior, it's a zero tolerance he says there is a zero tolerance policy for the unacceptable behavior that was displayed in that video. This week's graduation at Falk Elementary will be one to remember, and it's not because of the ceremony or the graduates.
Oh my God, that was what, 2, 3 different people fight?
And it's at a graduation.
For the kids. That's ridiculous.
Shocking video shows a group of parents yelling and throwing punches at each other in front of...
Man, do y'all see this nonsense? Do y'all see this nonsense? People are really out here having a whole full-out brawl at an elementary school graduation. Elementary school. Now, usually elementary school is supposed to go up to 5th grade, or at least where I'm at in the north, but 6th grade graduation, so whatever. Anyway, 6th grade graduation, these people are having a straight out brawl, throwing punches, grabbing hair. I see a whole, honestly, only black people. Only black people. Right? And then they wonder why our children grow up to be the most destructive people in the community, the most irresponsible in the community, because they have these people right here as role models, really out here throwing punches, kicking, grabbing hair, pushing people at a elementary school graduation. And the crazy part about this is these people are going to have no shame, absolutely no shame, because come on, certain places you do this at a school is not one of them. This is really sad. It's really, really sad the day and age we live in where people think it's okay to go have a fight at a graduation ceremony. Insanity.
Kids. You can see parents, children, and staff members staring or walking off in disbelief. Some kids are even heard crying and yelling stop to the people involved in the brawl. And what do you think that type of message, sends for kids seeing parents fight like that?
It sends the message to kids that this type of behavior is okay. This type of behavior is okay. It's okay for now that they're in school, but once they get onto the real world, they're going to realize that is not okay. Because that's the reason why 50% of the people who are in jail are black, because they're raised by people like this. This is the only role models they have. These horrible ass parents who think it's okay to act a fool out in public. This is their only role model. Their only role model. And I really, really, really feel bad for these kids because they are the ones that are going to have to suffer because their parents choose to act a fool like this. It's really, really sad. And this is not going to get fixed because not many people are being called out for it. And then when you get called out for it, for pointing it out, you get labeled coon or you're not for the culture. I divested myself in the culture a very long time ago, since high school. I've divested away from the black culture. Why? Because it's a piece of crap. It is absolutely a piece of crap. You can see it for yourselves all the time where people are getting on brawls at the airport, getting on brawls at cruise, getting on brawls at restaurants, getting up here twerking on tables at restaurants, fighting at elementary school graduations. Like, there is no shame anymore. These people have no cap in what they will do. It's absolutely insane. And it's really, really sad.
That they can do the same thing. It's a bad influence that they're not handling themselves as an adult.
People I spoke to in West Memphis say this type of behavior sends the wrong message to children, and those who are involved should...
So I really see a woman in red hair pushing up against the man and like beating his face against the wall, and he's fighting back. So you got a woman that is picking a fight with the man, which is never a good idea because ladies, y'all not going to win that fight. I'm sorry. You're just not going to win that fight. All these people standing by, you know, everyone's shoving each other, and then more starts fight. The kids are right there watching them. They crying. Teachers are trying to get hold of the situation, but they can't because there's too many people. It's really sad. It really is. I've never had to deal with any of this when I was going to school or growing up. I've never heard of anything like this when I was in school, but now that we are in, I guess, the 2020s, it's becoming a very common thing.
Could face consequences.
It shouldn't be happening around children especially, and these are grown folks at a kid's graduation. That shouldn't be happening at all. All of them need to be held accountable for it. Everybody who's involved.
That's what I'm talking right there with the red hair.
West Memphis's Superintendent Eric Foister shares similar thoughts. In a statement, he says the school district is cooperating with the police department and supports the efforts to prosecute those responsible for the fight.
Now the West Memphis School Board, they have a special called meeting tonight at 5:15. Right now it's unclear if that fight will be discussed, but WREG will let you know if it's a topic. Reporting live from West Memphis.
Honestly, I think every single one of those people who were out there throwing hands needs to be arrested and in jail. Absolutely. So they can show these kids what's going to happen when they do stuff like this. And this is probably the reason why you've seen videos on TikTok of children who are actually getting into fights with the teachers because they probably learned this from home, of seeing their mother throw hands with someone else. And like I said, these people have no shame. There is no hope for these children if these are the parents that they have to deal with, because they are raising little monsters. And these monsters are going to grow up eventually and come into the world, and then we, as good people, have to deal with them, right? They're going to be up here causing chaos. Recently, they just had a teen takeover at Edison Mall. Never heard of it. They had another one in I think it was called Menlo Mall in New Jersey. And you know, I live in New Jersey. I used to go to that mall, and the one in Edison. It's getting dangerous out here, all because these people have no type of home training at all. They think it's okay to go brawl anywhere and everywhere with no shame. Something needs to be done, and it's unfortunate that nothing is going to be done about this at all. Nothing. They're going to continue to do what they do. They're going to continue to be as destructive as they possibly can be, and there are going to be no type of repercussions for it. None at all. And it's really a shame that these kids have to suffer for this, and then we have to suffer for this, and we absolutely don't deserve it. None of us deserve it. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.